It's a shocking time for many people here on campus at Grand Canyon University. Charlie Kirk, a well-known conservative activist, has been pronounced dead following his event September 10th at Utah Valley University. Kirk was the founder of Turning Point USA, an organization committed to identifying, educating, training, and organizing students to promote freedom, with over 850 campus chapters across the country, including one active and popular chapter right here at GCU. The last fall led to over 700 students registering to vote in the presidential election. According to multiple reports from police in Utah and the FBI, Kirk was shot midday with a single bullet in the neck, speaking at his first stop on his latest Turning Point USA tour, the American Comeback Tour. He was then taken to a hospital and reported dead hours later. At the moment, we understand that the suspect is still at large with no new information at this time. We took to campus to GCU to gain some student perspective.
I think I was just really shocked. I wasn't expecting any of that to happen at first. I think me and my coworkers, we found out at work and we just prayed about it, and we were really hoping that he would recover, but it's just really heartbreaking, and I think we all felt very grieved, especially since it wasn't something that should have happened at all, so it was very sad.
I was scared and sad, and I feel bad. I feel like there should be way less gun violence in America, and I think we should have more protections and laws about gun laws in America, but at the end of the day, he was a human, and that's sad, and nobody should lose their life in any way.
He was a father, he was a husband, and he was a man of God, and I think hearing how much this world needs Jesus right now, hearing that people were celebrating the death of a man is really heartening to hear, especially when all he was trying to do was leave open debates. Whether people agreed with him or disagreed with him, I don't think anyone should die over politics.
I thought it was pretty crazy just because of how big in the political world he was, and I'm not really too into politics, but he's also a human being, and just for that to happen to somebody in front of a large crowd, and even just to be a person around that, it's pretty gruesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing happened. I was sleeping in, and then basically my roommate comes up to me, wakes me up. He's like, "Yo, look what just happened. He just got shot." And then I go straight to my phone, and then we're in the same group chat. So then people are just starting sending videos of it, which is pretty gruesome. But it's just crazy to think he just woke up, it was just a regular day for him. He always does stuff like this, and then just for something to happen to a guy that important is just kind of crazy. So it's kind of shocking. No, it's been a little different vibe lately. Today, just waking up. So it's definitely keeping my eyes open. It's crazy. Yeah.
I was really surprised, and I was really afraid because America is supposed to be the nation where you can have that free speech and that freedom of religion, and so it's scary that we're becoming a country where you get shot for that and killed.
I think it's really tragic, and I think that obviously whether you're liberal, you're Democrat, you're Republican, it's a tragic tragedy, and I think it's entirely preventable, and I think that we just need to do a better job of looking out for that kind of thing, and it's truly tragic for all America.
Honestly, I didn't believe it at first. I thought it was just an attempt. I didn't really know that he actually got murdered on scene at a college campus, and it's heartbreaking and it's truly disgusting. And I wish if there's something I can do about it besides spread his message and his news, I would totally do that. And I'm very, very thankful and grateful for what he has done for us, especially as young college students with this Turning Point. It is truly empowering to see that people are actually waking up and trying to get right with God, and his message really, really did show that.
It's unfortunate that this kind of thing can still happen in this country. Not only is it wrong on a moral level, but it goes against this country's founding principles that you should be able to speak your mind and not get killed over it. So it's just shocking.
On top of students' point of view, we had the opportunity to speak with Professor Evie Racette, an assistant professor in the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, who teaches government classes. She explains how civil discourse is present in today's events and the effects of political violence.
I'm Kyle Schmidt here with Professor Racette at Grand Canyon University. Professor, it's shocking news what we heard today. Charlie Kirk's been here. he came to campus last year, and so that kind of creates a deeper connection, I think, with some of our students with him. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, Charlie Kirk's leadership and Turning Point USA actually connects him to most college students around the country because he is a leader for that Gen Z age group, and so I think he has a lot of connection and notoriety, especially here on campus. You know, he is from Arizona and he's from Scottsdale. I do think he is a very large political and public figure that people in the Gen Z group are looking to.
And what do you think is going to come from this? I mean, all this violence needs to stop. I mean, what do you think the next steps need to be here?
Well, civility is not a weakness, and I think we need to remember that in our civil discord and how we're talking with each other, even if we don't necessarily agree with each other. I think actually I see that modeled well on campus here, and especially in my classroom. I see students being able to talk to each other well. But political violence is something that does happen, and we do see happen, and it's something that shouldn't happen. So if there's red flags, if there's something that's happening, we should see something. And if we see something, we should be saying something.
The reaction to today's tragic events are tremendously diverse, but it can be agreed that Kirk had an impact that will be remembered for generations, encouraging individuals to allow their voices to be heard and to stand firm in their beliefs. Our hearts go out to the Kirk family and those feeling the loss across the nation. I'm Tatum Fox with Lopes Lately.